It's time for a little bit of fun with Stoned with Cupid. Akeem Chandler Prescott. It's always good to see you.
Likewise, always good to see you too.
Good stuff. I think our first official meeting was through Beige to the World.
Probably.
In the midst of COVID, when we were doing the launch outside. And, you know, and I was so impressed from then. I mean, I'd seen you in other quarters before, but then in terms of that entire presentation, I love how you engage and kind of experiment more or less with everything.
Yes.
So it's the backdrop, it's the words, it's an entire presentation. So talk to me about how you're kind of able to bring about this amalgam of photography and songwriting and bring about your expertise with creative directing. Because all of that brings to bear when we see your presentations.
Yeah, I try to make it as all-encompassing as possible. I'm a rapper, I'm a spoken word artist, and I write outside of just poetry as well. I do short stories. I would love to write a novel if I have the time. So I think spoken word is a good catch-all, where you could put drama, you could put music, you could put film, you could put photography, you could put as many things as you want to put in it. Also, I always miss these performances, but the UE Dance Ensemble have danced to my poetry, where it's just word, and they're choreographed to just word. So dance can be incorporated as well. I'm always doing something else whenever they're performing. But I like to pack in as many things as I can into the spoken word so we can make it competitive. And so when people think of Barbadian spoken word, you know, it's at a certain level. I think it's very important.
You've also been mentor to quite a few upcoming artists. What does that mean in terms of what you do?
Yeah, I would have taken quite a few young poets under my wing. I don't know if they see me as official mentor, but I think it's important to instill that business ethic inside the young poets, and also make them realize that we need to look at this in a very holistic way. We need to consider the full meta-praxis of what it is that we're doing. So consider the economics of it, consider the emotional impact, the social impact, the personal impact that it may have on you, and then also on a wider scale, how do we contribute to the cultural landscape? How do we evolve the Barbados identity through spoken word, through poetry, and through literature? And then also too, you know, it always helps when you're multifaceted, because you could cut down that operating cost, that operating expense, and you could also then create a new and innovative product as well. So I try to pass on what I could pass on, and I also learn from them as I'm teaching them as well.
A few years ago, through the development of the Cultural Industries Development Authority, and of course before that there were a number of initiatives too, but I seem to recall that when that came into being, I felt as though there was a shift toward even more support for the cultural industries, for just different forms of expression.
Yeah.
What role do you think spoken word and poetry and this form of expression has had generally on the way that people view culture and cultural expression?
Well, I think, you see, the thing about spoken word and poetry is that it happens in these niche spaces. So apart from I call them the big four that get out and perform a lot, like myself, Cindy, DJ, and Adrian, a lot of people may not be exposed to the other smaller pockets of spoken word. But we have a lot of people doing work to really change the way we view mental health, change the way we view things like depression, even drug abuse, drug usage. We got some people doing a lot of work with reparations and the black identity, black consciousness, what it means to be a black Barbadian. So we have quite a few artists out here doing what you would call artivism, where they're championing art, activism and also art and fusing it, and really combining it to create this socially conscious, thought-provoking product. And it's really entertaining and engaging to watch.
Wonderful. You're going to be a part of PoeTree, the event that is coming up. I look forward to that in celebration of World Poetry Day. There's a lot.
So we have that event happening March 21st. World Poetry Day is obviously the most significant day for us poets. And it was really nice to be able to plan this event and have it happening on that day. So it's the 21st, which is this coming Thursday, 8 p.m. at Cricket Legends. And we got a packed lineup. We got Sun Rock performing. Sun Rock, honestly, you ever watch World and Out with Nick Cannon? I feel like Sun Rock will matriculate into that.
I feel like I watched World and Out a little too much.
I think Sun Rock is perfect for that. We got Sun Rock, we got Ruby Tech, we got myself, we got Sylvester III, we got Damani Ray. For those of you watching who don't know who he is, I think He's won quite a few medals at NIFCA. I'm not sure how many, but he's phenomenal. He had an album back in 2016 that is one of my favorite spoken word albums. We got Enrico Suave, Shia Antoinette, and a variety of poets, younger poets that some people may not heard of, like Ariel Hamilton, Malachi Hope. And we touched on everything come World Poetry Day. And I don't know if any of y'all ever like been to a full poetry show. I know what that's like, but it's like going to church in a very entertaining way.
Blasphemy, I say. I'm kidding. I look forward to that.
Yeah.
But I must offer congratulations. I don't think
Yes.
I've seen you since you took the Frank Collymore Literary
Yes.
Endowment Award in January of this year.
January, yes.
For In the Summer.
In the summer.
Yeah?
Yeah. So that piece is very near and dear to my heart. I would have entered the competition last year, and we had the award ceremony back in January at the Frank Collymore Hall. So this is the first time they're doing a spoken word competition. They have the literary competition, but this is the first ever spoken word one. So I'm the inaugural winner. I'm the first person to win that with my piece In the Summer. I came first, and LaShawna Griffith came second. And it's a big deal, you know, because spoken word has never really been included, right? So for them to do that, for them to see the movement, for them to see the you know, the activity happening, it means a lot.
When you said it was a big deal, I thought you were going to say it was a big deal because you beat LaShawna. All right, so give us a little piece of In the Summer to close out the show.
Sure. So the piece goes like this. In the summer, black boys are baptized by bullets. They bathe in blasphemy, as the OG says, blasphemy. In the summer, bones can break like bread in communion. And I've seen the union of boy and God. Boy meets Heavenly Father before he gets to know his earthly one. Boy becomes pilot to another plane of existence. Boy flies off the handle. In the summer, the streets are hot and black boys bold tempers on their head top. It really no use telling the hot head big man cool out. Cause once he take that tool out, he willing to fix that problem for good. Trigger finger itching to scratch you off the senses, this paint up. Frustration is fossilized. Black boy becomes crustacean and never comes out of his shell. As black men, we tend to struggle with mental health, but knowing black men, we can probably attribute that to something else. We assert our stance, we're a product of circumstance, and we never extend an olive branch to our family tree. As black men, we often reject peace. We know the snakes in the grass, but we refuse to cut the weeds. We find therapy and attend peace, and we attend our session daily. Black boy is a walking distraction. And if you want to see more, you gotta come to the show.
Woo! I am ready. Thursday night, it's at Cricket Legends.
Yes,
I
yes.
absolutely will be there. I want to thank you for passing through.
Yes, yes. Thank you for having me.
Stonedwithcupid, and continue to fly the flag high.
100%.
You know, bringing attention to very, very, very serious matters through your works. And it's wonderful works. It's good work. So congratulations.
I appreciate it.
Morning, morning, morning.